morning everyone, happy Tuesday and welcome to this technique show where we're going to show you how to use probably one of the most versatile products that we sell, but people are often a little bit put off by using it. Maybe it's because you're wondering how you're going to hide your work-ins or how you're going to stick it together, but we're going to show you absolutely I'm not going to show you. Our Technique Tuesday master is going to show you, because I'm not alone today. I'm going to be hosting the show, but over in the demonstration station we've got Rebekah.
Good morning everyone.
And Rebekah's going to be showing you
everything you need to know about acetate today.
There we go.
Yes.
So it's going to be a really fun show because I think acetate is something that we use it all the time.
Yeah.
Honestly, probably on every other card or every third card I'll try and squeeze it in somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's such a good way of making your cards look that bit more special. But not only with cards, you can craft with these, you can do 3D makes with this.
Yeah, definitely.
It's quite an incredible product. So I'm so looking forward to getting straight into that. But let's first, because this is mega, let's have a look at our Win It Weekly competition. And this week, honestly, look at that. Look at it already. It's so exciting. Anne-Marie was so shocked when she saw this yesterday. It is the super size guillotine. This is a 12 by 12 guillotine. You've got measurements on either side. It has a super handy handle grip guide there. And also what I love about this as well is that there's a little notch on the end here that holds your guillotine intact, so when you're not using it you can just pop it on there and you know that you're not going to have that arm swinging around anywhere. Super handy for big projects or crafting all the time. Two people are going to win this because this is worth nearly £50. So we've got two winners, and this is the question that you need to answer. You need to like, share and comment. What was tinsel originally made from?
Ooh,
I know. A, rubber, B, silver, or C, paper. So what was tinsel originally made of? Let us know for your chance to win this, because two lucky people are going to win it on Friday's show. It's such a good prize.
are you a tinsel fan, Nat?
No.
Okay.
I'm not a tinsel fan. I do like it, but I like that really mini one that kind of looks like pipe cleaners.
Yeah.
I like the really mini tinsel.
That
No.
is cute.
Tinsel.
The big bad 80s stuff, not your vibe.
No.
Okay.
Just too messy.
Yeah.
Too messy. It gets everywhere. You got to hoover up every day. Not for me. Not for me. Okay. Let's get into it then, because this is going to be a really cool show. We have so many different styles of acetate on our website. We all know that one of our biggest sellers here, and you'll be coming to using it quite soon, is our snowfall acetate. But we do it on we have clear acetate, we've got lightweight acetate, we've got construction weight, we've also got foiled acetate, which is something that can really just make your cards look fantastic. So we'll get straight into it and have a look at our clear acetate. Now this one we sell in two different packs. This is 140 micron, which means it's a little bit more lightweight. So if you're going to use this for apertures, it's perfect. If you're going to sort of make a little window and pop this on, perfect for that as well. Even your bows on the front of your card, this one is going to work. We've got it in two different sizes for you. The first one being our 20 sheet pack. This one's £7.99. If you're going to use it a lot though, then you can get it in our 80 sheet pack for only £24.99. Now as you can see with this, it is a little bit more flexible. I'll take one sheet out for you so we can see the difference. It is quite flexible, so like I said, windows, shaker cards, anything like that, this is going to be perfect for that because it's not got that much weight to it.
Yep.
You couldn't do some of the techniques Rebekah's going to show you with this, where you're going to use it as the front of a card, or where you're going to hold up the card, because there's not that much strength to it. If that's something that you're wanting to do though, then you need to buy our heavyweight acetate, and again you can get this in 20 sheets or in 80 sheets. Now this, and I'll show you, is so thick, so it's perfect for your card making. It's great for making boxes out of, This is what all of our foiled acetate is made from. So if you have any of that and you've bought it in a collection, you have it at home, you're wondering what to do with it, then this is going to be the show for you. So this we do in, this is 220 microns, so double the thickness, which makes it perfect for being the front of cards, or anything where you're sort of removing paper and adding this in, then you need your heavyweight. So you can get it at $9.99 or $24.99 for 80 sheets. So it's a good deal. But when you get it home, what are the things we could do with it? We're going to go through a whole host of products. But first of all, Becca, we're going to do different types of like fronts, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I thought we'd section the show up and we'll show you how you can add it to your card fronts, make a few sort of funky folds, your panels, like you say, how to use it in sort of sections. So I've got a jumbo pile of card blanks, so this, because there's just so many different ways you can use it. So we'll just kind of get going and just show some really basic techniques off and then start kind of stepping them up a little bit. Got a nice big pile of acetate as well. And there's just so many different things you can do with it. So I'm going to just cut a little half a panel onto here and then we can sort of get going, because I'll have a few different card bases like ready to go. So I've got some cards here that we've, obviously this one's a half front card, it's 5x7 and we've just chopped 2.5 inches off. We've got this other one with the little sort of swinging panels. This is a 6x6 and we've got panels of I think 1.5, and then we can just sort of step up some other ones as well. So let's get going. I'll kind of show you how to hide the workings first of all. So let's start with our little 5x7 half front kind of panel card. So we know that this is going to be 2.5, but we obviously want to give ourselves room. If we cut it 2.5, we've got nothing to stick it to.
Yeah, exactly.
So it depends how kind of frugal you want to be with your acetate, if you want to leave it really, really tight and slim to the edge, or whether you want to go all the way to the sort of join of the card, just to give yourself that little bit more confidence. And
it'll make it super sturdy as well, sort of like the more you have in there as well.
Yeah, absolutely, yes. So I'm going to give myself, say, 1 inch on this one, and then we don't need to add anything to the length. Okay, so that piece of acetate there is 3.5 by 7, so we're going to pop that on our card. And I've tried to make it is, if you're a beginner, if you're experienced, we've hopefully got a whole host of kind of techniques. Now, adhesives, you do not want to be going in with acetate with wet adhesive.
No,
it's not.
Absolutely not.
It's going to get everywhere. It's going to smoosh. It's going to smear. It's not what you're kind of looking for.
It also doesn't have that porous surface either.
To absorb.
So it's not going to soak in, so it's not going to stick. It might stick for maybe like 5 minutes, but as soon as you move that, it's just going to peel off.
Yeah, exactly. And you just, you know, for that really, really professional technique and finish, you really want dry adhesive. So I've got some red high tack tape, which is perfect for our sort of more construction projects, and we've got some normal double-sided. So I think we can just go in with normal double-sided.
Normal double-sided will definitely work for this type of project.
Absolutely. We're not going in with any sort of like fancy scores or anything like that. We've just simply cut half a panel off. Okay, so let's stick that down now.
If you have any questions as well about using acetate, or maybe some things you've tried with acetate and you're wanting some hints and tips, then let us know.
Yes.
So many people are joining us this morning. Good morning from everyone. It's nice to hear that you all have some sun this morning. The sun has returned here to Preston. It's a little bit cooler than last week, but we definitely still have it, which is nice to see it back. Lots of people guessing silver. It must have been very fine.
Must have been very expensive as well. Real silver. So obviously with acetate, it is completely transparent, so we can see that really ugly piece of tape that we've got on there. But not to worry, because let's cut ourselves a little 2.5 piece of, say, silver mirror. And then what we can do is we can just stick that on top of our card, and away we go, basically. So don't be doing your mats and layers first, because then you'll have nowhere to hide your workings. Do your acetate first, and then you can cover it up. So look, we're going to put that on there, and you're not going to see it at all.
And then you could attach
you could
card kit,
yeah,
papers,
absolutely,
anything that you're dressing this up with.
And then as well, because we've got that acetate front, we can now sort of show that off with, say, another piece of mirror, perhaps like a really beautiful insert. Let me just put this on, and then we can sort of show off how we can.
Lots of people were up early this morning to catch Anne-Marie on Hobby Maker. She was there at 6 and 7, and it was very, very busy.
It was, yeah.
If you missed that show, don't worry. She's back at 1, 3 and 5. You'll be able to catch her on Hobby Maker this afternoon with the launch of our Christmas blockbuster.
Yep, certainly will. Okay, so that's our half front card, and like I say, absolutely nowhere that we can see the working, so that's perfect. So again, let's just step this up a little bit. It's the same kind of technique, but we've got a lot more sort of going on here with the two sort of panels. So again, I'm going to need to put my adhesive on both sides. So what is this? A 6 by 6, and we've got panels that are 1.5. So obviously we're going to have like a 3-inch sort of space. So let's add 5 inches. Let's do it up to 5 inches, sorry. And then we've got that room on both sort of sides. So again, we're just going to cut our acetate, and it's exactly the same technique. It's just the panels are in a completely different place.
But it makes your cards look so different, and sometimes, you know, you want to just do something different than sticking it straight on 6 by 6.
Yeah.
Being able to just cut into it as well allows you to have more cardstock.
Definitely, yeah,
it does. To make more cards from one topper set. So sometimes it's a really good way of adding something, but actually using less of a kit.
Yeah.
Which for us, we always like to make the most out of kits, don't we?
We certainly do, yeah.
Being able to use acetate in this way is perfect.
Yeah, 100%, because, and as well, especially if it's a card kit that you absolutely love and you really sort of almost hesitant to use it because it's so gorgeous. Like you say, it allows you to use less. So we're going to cut our panels again, 1.5 by 6, and we're just going to stick those on there. And then we are going to step up our sort of card making. I think I might make one more panel card in a little bit of a different way, and then we'll move on. So again, we're just going to cover our workings by sticking this acetate over. Again, it just gives you a really beautiful window for your insert, really lets those shine. Maybe double-sided papers behind there would look lovely too.
You could break up your topper as well and have the first frame sort of in front of the acetate, and then
of course,
the actual main image sort of in the middle of the card. That could be a really fancy way of using this design.
Yeah, definitely.
Some great tips as well coming through on the comments. Elaine says, when cutting acetate, place copy paper underneath it, so when you cut it, it doesn't slide. That's a
that
really
is a good tip.
Myri says, I've made a greenhouse card with acetate using a stepper. I would love to see that. I bet it's absolutely fantastic. And Rachel said, are you able to print onto the acetate? Our acetate is not printable, so I wouldn't recommend trying it, mainly because the heat of your printer, it might ruin it. However, when I'm printing on or using printable acetate, then you can buy some that Crafters Companion do. I think we have it on the website, so if you are wanting to print onto acetate, which gives you such a lovely finish, by the way, then have a look at the Crafters Companion printable acetate, or you can buy it on Amazon as well.
Yeah, so many different kind of techniques. I had forgotten about that stepper technique. I've not prepped that, but it is a really, really nice one. Okay, so I've got one more that I'm going to show you.
This is going to look fun.
This is going to look fun. This is a technique. I love to use this shape with acetate. So we've cut, again, it's a half panel card, just like this one, but rather than just chopping off the side, we've gone in a sort of diagonal fashion. So this one is a little bit more tricky. It's a little bit more stepped up. And we're just gonna stick that straight to our sort of triangle. And I might actually go in with the sort of more high tack tape for this one, just because there's a little bit less room, and we're going to be relying on it to hold this corner of the card up as a front. Again, just getting that.
Shelley, do not worry about your question. All questions are allowed. If you, like you said, if your order has been dispatched and your points still aren't showing, I would just give customer services a quick call. We are still entering things manually. Dan is back today though, so hopefully that's going to improve a little bit, and we can get some knowledge on whether that's going to be fixed anytime soon from the IT people. However, if you still haven't received them and your order has been shipped, then definitely call the girls and they'll be able to give you an update on it. Don't worry, they will be more than happy to help sort that out for you.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so again, just laid tape all over this one. So it's the same technique, but 3 totally different looks.
And it looks completely different, doesn't it? It's
I know.
so fun. June says, wonderful demo. I've ordered the guillotine and the acetate.
Oh, you're going to love it.
She's got to go now because she's got a hospital appointment. I hope it all goes well, but she's going to watch it when she gets back. You're going to enjoy more of what's to come up as well.
Oh, definitely, yeah. We've got so much acetate fun in this show. So again, I'm just going to cut my card front to 5x7, and I want my triangles. Just going to line those corners up on my trimmer. And obviously we've got all this from one A4 sheet of mirri, so again it stretches your mirri out as well, just like your cardstock. So again, we're just going to lay that on there, and that's just going to hide all of our workings for us. So again, we're just going to go in with some double-sided tape this time. You can use whichever one you prefer, as long as it's a nice tacky dry adhesive, you'll be absolutely fine. Okay, so perfect. So we're just going to kind of lay that over the corner.
Doesn't that look fab?
Yeah, and again, we're just going to have a sneaky peek. We could maybe lay a topper over there.
But that's really perfect as well for, you know, when you have those cardstocks where you've got corners and you want to use both of them.
Yeah.
And you're really going to be able to show it off, because that inside piece is going to be able to have the bottom corner.
Yep.
And that other side is going to be able to have the right top hand corner.
Oh, 100%.
Really nice way of being able to use your cardstock and make the most out of it as well.
And how many techniques do we do where, how many cardstocks and kits do we do where we go all out with the corners?
I know.
It's crazy. Right, so we are ready to step it up again.
Yeah,
I'm going to do some bow fronts for these ones.
Okay.
So we're going to go in with our traditional bow front with this one. I've already got a card front already prepared, because obviously we did want to make this show all about the techniques. But all I've done is a mat and layer, some printed cardstock and a few toppers. It's on a 7x7 card for this one. So what we want to do is we want to leave ourselves an inch on the width.
Side?
Yeah.
Or just on one side?
Oh no, we need it on 2, don't we, if we want to bow it round. This is 9?
9, yeah. But you need to add the extra bit as well. But you can take that from the sides, can't you?
And then you can score at either an inch or half an inch, as long as you've got this sort of room. So this is 9x7 now, and we've got a 7x7 card.
There's loads of space.
There's loads of space. So half an inch at each side, let's go with that.
Yeah, because then you've got half an inch extra for your bow.
Yeah, to sit round the card really nice and smart. So yeah, just add a couple of inches onto your acetate. So if you're doing a 7x7, we'll go 9x7. It scores like an absolute dream. We just are going to burnish them just because of the material it is. They do need a little bit of a
extra crease.
Hand, yeah, an extra crease. And then we'll just do this other side one as well. But obviously having those scores in makes it really, really easy to do that. So we're going to bring our card front back in, and all we're going to do is just pop that just like that, which just gives us a really, really nice sort of look. So we're going to pop our scoreboard out the way, and we'll pop those on with some tape. So I'm going to put my tape on here. I'm going to use red tape as well, because there's not you know, half an inch isn't a huge amount of room, and I really want it to stick down really, really well. So let's pop that on there. And then get our acetate on there. So just gone fairly tight to the sides. We've got our sort of bow front and we always have a little bit of a laugh because I always call this a bay window card and it's called a bow front card, but it looks like it.
I remember the first time you made this and you were trying to describe to me what you wanted to make, and I was like, no, I don't get what you mean.
I said to you, I said, Natalie,
no, a bay window.
How do you make a bay window card?
What do you mean a bay window card?
But it is. So we've got that shape.
Like a bay window.
It does look like a bay window. Right, so gonna get one more card front in and show you how to do the same sort of technique but with a little bit more of a square kind of boxy front.
Okay.
So again, we've got our card front. We've gone with the same kind of design. All I've done is mat and layer onto the printed cardstock, add a couple of toppers on. I've snipped off this frame. If you wanted to just put this behind there, so behind this bird, all you would need to do is just lay that behind there, just for that bit of a look. But we're not kind of demonstrating that technique today. So this is a 5x7, so we're going to cut it to, gosh, we kind of want to add 4 inches. So let's do that from the 5, so 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. So we'll cut that to 9 by 7. I'm pretty sure that'll work.
So this is going to give you more of a flat shape.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Which is quite clever actually, because you don't want to sometimes have
a really big bow. Yeah, because they can be a bit huge, to be fair. So just need to remember which way round we're going. So this is going to be at the top and the bottom. So I think we're going to score it from 1/2 inch and 1 inch at each side. I'm pretty sure that'll give us the right kind of look.
You can always test it, can't you?
We certainly can.
Add extra bits.
We've got plenty. Okay. So then that's given us sort of 2 score lines rather than the 1 on each edge. So what will that inside panel, should that be the same as your card? Yeah. No, I always leave a little bit of room, I think.
Bigger.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, so we took 2 inches off and it's 9, so yeah, it's left us with like a sort of inch kind of gap. I have made this one before, but I've never kind of made it in this sort of shape. Oh yeah, I have gone. Yeah, I think I have done that wrong. Oh, flipping heck.
It's okay.
I think I can just trim my length.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine, isn't it?
Yeah, I've done the length the wrong way around.
The wrong way around.
Yeah. So let's cut that down to 5. It's going to be a little bit tricky because we've scored it, but we can keep it kind of. Let's unfold this. Sorry, guys.
This is the real life crafting.
I know, especially when you want to show off like so many techniques. You've got measurements like absolutely buzzing around your head. It's a little bit crazy. Right, so let's get that in. We'll just give that another little crease.
Yeah, because when it's like this and you're sort of boxing off the front of your card instead of having that bow, you want to make sure that it's as straight as possible.
And straight and sharp, yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick that in to there, like so. Again, we'll just give this second one a little bit of a crease too. Just kind of using my fingers. You can use your tool if you want to. So again, we're going to just sort of lay that on there. It's going to be a similar effect, but like you say, a lot more sort of boxy. And again, it's going to sit a bit more easily, a bit less deep than that other one. I'll bring them both in to show you.
And you know what as well? It's also going to be a little bit more handier for postage.
Definitely.
Because you've not got that huge bow to sort of accommodate. You've got that nice square box off, and you can make that as big or as little as you want to by making that second sort of score line bigger or shorter. So if you're gonna make a box to pop this in so it gets there really nicely, and it kind of gives that picture frame look, which is really nice when you've got such beautiful cards and you really want to show them off.
Yeah, it really does. It's so inviting to like really look at the card, look behind the acetate. So we're just gonna tuck that one score in there. See, it's wanting to stick already. Right, let's bring that back up. Butt it up to our score line and then sort of, there we go, stick it down. So that is perfect. And again, we can pop some ribbon or some gemstones on there.
They
you
look
know,
completely different. Two different ways of using it.
yeah. So I'll pop them on some cards, and then we can sort of see how different they look. So we've got a 5x7 there, and then okay. And then again, so you've got your workings there. So, but you're not going to see them because we're going to hide them. So we're going to put some double-sided tape on here, and we're going to hide them by sticking them to the card base, which is what you're going to do anyway. And that's kind of why you want to do all your sort of acetate stuff first, before your mats and layers and before they go on the card bases. Get all that first, and then you can hide your workings secondly.
Yeah.
If you start kind of doing your mats and layers first and sticking everything down and then adding your acetate, it's going to be harder to hide those workings.
It's not going to work, is it?
It's not going to work. Definitely not as effectively, no. So I'm just going to see if we've got a 5x7 in here, which we do. And again, we can see our tape here, but we're going to hide that again. So
it's such a professional finish as well, when you can't see any of those workings. So it's really good to see, because it's very often where we put cards together, we make those cards, and you're thinking to yourself, but you've put foam pads on there, how are you going to hide it? And when you're busy making cards and doing demos, you don't actually necessarily show those extra
no, that's it. I think
we're
really rushing to kind of get the card finished and show off the other bits and pieces that we do kind of forget. So we've got some room if we want, so we can tie a bow around here, for example. We can put some gemstones on. The choice is absolutely up to you. So I'm just going to tie a little knot in here.
And said, these have been brilliant. Thank you, Rebecca. And Lynn on YouTube as well says, thank you for these demonstrations. I love the boxy shape one. I'm really enjoying this show. It is so fun to be able to really get in depth with you and show you exactly how you sort of can make all these different cards and how universal you can get by using acetate.
Oh, definitely. And it's so nice as well for like me to be able to kind of craft like this. Like, it's just so enjoyable. So again, we're just going to cut that little bit of ribbon. If you wanted to, you can kind of stick that down with some tape. But like, look at the difference in the depth. Like, just if I bring that up, you can see how much deeper that's going to sit than this one. Mm-hmm. Like, this is already sitting really, really high, whereas this one is much lower. They're both gorgeous in their own right. This one I'd probably maybe hand deliver.
Yeah.
But it's going to look amazing on the mantelpiece. Like, look at that shine on the acetate as well. It's beautiful.
It's so nice.
And then this is our sort of like more boxy one here. So we'll just put that in front, and we can, like I say, just see how much less deep that's sitting. If you're posting that one, that'll be easier. There's
been some absolutely fabulous techniques, and there's so much more to get through. Some things that you might want to use alongside this, though, are some of our incredible Super Saver deals. We launched them yesterday, myself and Anne-Marie, and these are going to run up until the 3rd of July. So if you want to get your hands on these, you've still got time. Should we have a look at some of them that you can get, because they're pretty epic.
Oh, yeah.
We've got buy one, get one free on all of our little books. Then we have an incredible offer on our Wheel Surprise. Each of these stamps now are £4. So we've got the Flying By Today, the Picker Prize. We have, what's the next one? Arcade Fun. And then we've got the one with the really funny and very cute, adorable animals. If storage is something that you're looking for, then our fantastic Super Storage boxes, you get 3 included on our £5.99. These also fit perfectly into your larger caddies, but they're just amazing to have around in your craft trolleys, so you've not got things all over the place. I love these. We've also got our incredible Premier Craft tools. We've got a few of these for you, one of them being our straight edge tag punch. This is now £11.99. This one is another favourite. Prism ink pads, buy one, get one free. Yes. If you're going to be stamping as well, you might want our acrylic blocks or our mixed media mat. Our acrylic blocks are now £8.99. The mixed media mat for you is £12.99. And then if you're wanting to get super messy with your crafting, we've also got gilding flakes on offer. The whole bundle where you get all 3 is only £5.99.
What a bargain.
Such a deal. Like I promised, we have more of those Premier Craft tools. This time it's our fancy edge tag punch. This is £11.99 as well. And we have oh, I love this bundle. I love it when we do this. Our essential card bundle, 100 sheets in total. In here, you get Ink Me, you get watercolour, you get black, and you get Colour Me, all for £9.99.
Amazing.
That's such a good deal. And finally, if you're going to be using our Wheel Surprise, then you will want the die to go alongside it. You can also use this by itself. It's now £8.99 in our amazing Super Saver deals. There's so many fun things in there, and some fun things as well that you can use acetate with, because you could put an acetate window behind your Wheel Surprise. It's just a really useful time to be stocking up on all of those incredible bargains. Okay, what's next, Becca?
We are going to do a little bit of colouring on acetate. We're going to show off.
Doing this.
I know, it's such a great technique. It's just one that I couldn't resist showing. So we here at Hunky Dory no one does foiled acetate like us.
No.
We're the best at it. We love it. Just, I mean, to get this level of foiling, let me bring in a little bit of paper so you can see. So we do foiling like no one else. If it's not foiled in silver, say for example this one's foiled in gold, the reverse is always foiled in silver. So it is just super, super versatile. I mean, how cute does that look? They don't even go together, but those little flowers with those sketchy polka dots, they just look cute already. We do loads of different designs. So this is one from our Picturesque Pastimes.
I love that one.
This is from our watercolour Escapes with the sort of clouds.
Colour those clouds in.
It's oh, I know, yeah, that's why I kind of brought that one in, because I thought we could maybe colour those.
No, that was so fun.
We've got sports, we've got curious cats, we've got everything. This balloon one, for example.
We have them in so many different colours as well, which I love, because you've got, obviously all your golds are gold and silver, because the reverse is silver. Your silver is silver and silver on the back. But we also do a lot of acetates which are coloured.
Yeah, we do.
We've got a lovely lavender one, which is purple. So go ahead onto the website, have a look, because there's so many different varieties on there. Just pop in acetate onto the search bar and it will bring up all of the acetate that we have in stock for you, and there really is so many different stunning designs.
Oh, definitely. And we even do like a mix pack as well, so if you don't want one for if you just kind of want the sort of mystery surprise pack of acetate, because they're all different, it's just a variety pack, we do that one as well, which is amazing. So let's get going with this. Again, I think I'm going to just colour on top of this piece of paper, just so that you can kind of, in fact, have we got like a piece of coloured cardstock anywhere, Nat? That's a little bit busy, that. You know, just like a piece of adorable squirrel.
Yep, blue.
That will do. Blue will do. So let's just put it on there. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Just so you can see the technique really, really well. So this one here, this birthday balloons one, is actually from our Curious Cats.
I love this.
Which is just so versatile. Like, you don't need to be a cat lover to enjoy this acetate. Going in with my Prism Craft markers, and I'm going in with the big chisely end, which I know is a bit less forgiving than the fine nib, but you will be able to see the brush strokes a bit more forgiving. It's a bit more forgiving on brush strokes.
So many people are loving this. Claire says, I love these techniques with the acetate. So many different ideas. Everyone was loving the 2 cards you made before as well.
Amazing.
Rebekah. Lots of people noting these down so they can reuse them again. I think that's such a good idea to do.
I know, I had even more fancy folds, so I can either pop those on my Facebook page. We can kind of see how much time we get during the end of the show. So again, I'm using my brights for this one, just because obviously it's very, very subtle colouring on acetate. So you want a really nice kind of strong, you might want a subtle wash of colour, but if you really want to kind of let that colour shine, a nice bright colour will really look amazing on here.
Shelley has asked about the new magazine. Has it been sent out to subscribers yet? The new magazine isn't due for a couple of months yet. It's issue 66.
A couple of months?
A month. Well, no, we're in July now, aren't we?
Yeah, a couple of weeks.
A couple of weeks. So it will be with you probably by next Tuesday.
Hopefully.
You will have it. Issue 66 you will be receiving is the next magazine as part of anyone who bought that fantastic deal with the subscription.
The diamond membership with the magazine.
Yeah.
Such a good deal, isn't it? So again, I'm just kind of just colouring all these balloons, and don't they look wonderful? Like, this would make such a cute kids card. Again, if you were doing a new baby, you could colour them all in different blues or different pinks. That would look an awesome kind of sort of style to do this in. I think we need a little bit more pink as well. So just kind of roughly colouring that. Let's go in with our pink as well. This is a nice bit softer. And again, just kind of laying that colour down. So let's move on. I'll bring in the one that I've done, and then I can do a little bit more colouring as well. So this is what it will look like when it's all finished. Like, how fabulous do they look? Like, just so, so cute.
It's
all
amazing,
those coloured
isn't it?
balloons in the acetate, just ready to pop onto a card. Okay, so let's do the next one.
Oh no, I was right. We're not in July next, so I was right with next month. It's not July till Friday. I knew I was right.
We're nearly there though, Nat.
We are, but we're not officially.
No, not officially. Flipping it though, don't tell people it's a couple of months of the magazine. I can't wait for it to come out.
And Debbie says, are your foiled acetates lightweight or heavyweight? We foil our acetate on our heavyweight acetate. So this is perfect for any of those really cool projects that Becca was doing earlier on, where you're using them for the front of your cards, making full panels from them. It's going to be perfect for that.
Yeah, absolutely. This one I'm kind of using the fine nib because it's a little bit tight in between these bricks, and I think I'm just gonna do, and because I'm just going in kind of straight lines, it's not, I'm not sort of curving round corners of those balloons, so I'm fine to go in with my fine nib because straight line brush strokes are absolutely fine. You'd probably kind of expect that anyway.
And so, if this is something that you're wanting to do, just to note, use your alcohol based markers.
Yeah, has to be these ones, has to be the craft markers. The other one, it will just, because it's water based, it will just wash off. It's a little bit like the adhesive, the golden rule, dry adhesive. Colouring, it's the same. Alcohol, just anything water based is just not cool. Like, it's just not going to work. But these are so fun, they're so vibrant. But doing them on acetate just takes that sort of brightness away. It just makes it a little bit more subtle. So how cute does our little brick wall look?
Super, super fun.
Perfect. And I do want to squeeze in a little bit of a cheeky demo. So I'm going to do one more colour in, and I couldn't resist bringing this one in.
Crazy cricket lady strikes again.
I am the crazy cricket lady. I was at Headingley on Sunday for the England versus New Zealand test, and it was incredible. Poor Natalie and Anne-Marie had to listen to me rabbit on about what a good time I had. And they won yesterday.
I know, how good would it have been to have been there yesterday?
Stop. I had to work yesterday. But yes, it was absolutely incredible to be there. And I just thought this one is the 538. So this is the raspberry craft marker.
But it's the best for your deep reds.
It is cricket, for me, it's not raspberry, this is cricket ball colour.
Cricket ball red.
Cricket ball red. So let's colour those in. Let's bring our one that we've coloured in, because we're just going to colour them over and over again. So this has got the two designs. So we've got the golf ball and the cricket balls, and the little cute little bales on there as well. I love them. So let's chop that down.
Elaine's asked, can you put gold flakes on acetate? I'm presuming you mean our gilding flakes, the gold ones. You can.
Use a tape.
The way in which you could do it is by popping your tape down, like the demonstration I did yesterday, but doing that onto acetate. Or if you have any sticky embossing powder, which is sort of like, it works in exactly the same way as embossing powder, but when it dries, it's sticky. It gives you a sticky residue, which then you could put gilding flakes on. So if you wanted more of like a rustic look where you just had it here and there and everywhere, then that would be a good way to use it. Or if you wanted to do it the way I did it with the tape, that would be fine to do it. Another thing to note as well is that you can beat emboss onto this acetate, but be really, really careful to not have your heat gun super, super close on your acetate, because it will start to warp it. So if you are going to heat emboss, it does work. We've done it, I think between us, we've done it a few times in the office, but you've just got to be super, super careful with how much heat you're putting onto your acetate. And sometimes I think actually going reverse, like doing it your heat from the bottom.
Yes,
It's a little bit easier and safer.
And if you've got a heat gun that's a bit more gentle, sometimes it's got a high and a low setting.
Yeah,
That's really, really good. Right, let me show you where I've done. So I've done all this colouring, and what I've done is I've cut the A5 off, and then I've cut it to 7 inches in length, and then all I've done is score at the 5, so that'll fit over a 5x7 really nicely. And this is going to be the front of our card.
Oh, I like that.
It's going to be awesome, isn't it? I've just got a bit of the green, I think this is the Ink Blends tie-dye pattern pack. I can't remember its name.
Adorable Scoreable.
Yeah, the Adorable Scoreable. And then I brought in our little books because the buy one get one free.
I know.
There's a cricket one. It's perfect. It's amazing. So this is from our sporting silhouettes. So thank you so much, guys, for bearing with me whilst I make a crazy cricket card. And then poor Natalie, she still doesn't get a break because the tennis is on as well. So I'm a crazy Wimbledon lady as well. But we're nearly at football season, Nat. There's not too much longer now.
No.
So I'm just going to tuck that in there. And this is a sort of different technique. And because it's heavyweight acetate, that will kind of stand up all on its own. We'd want to cover this tape up here by sticking it on a card base perhaps. And then or an insert over it, for example, but we are going to definitely do that. So let's put our little book page on. We're going to have it sticking out, and then it will fit in a 7x7. If you want to put it kind of straight, it will sort of go that. If you want to be a bit more frugal with your postage. But obviously I really want to kind of show off the colour of those beautiful red cricket balls. So I'm going to turn my card over. Just draw a kind of rough line on where I want my tape to be, and then how much is that? So that's like 1 1/4, just so that we can hide the workings later on.
So we've got a question for you, Becca.
Yeah.
Blair says, how did you get into cricket? Was it your dad or your hubby?
But I think both, definitely both. Yeah.
Padre, a big cricket fan.
He certainly is. Yeah, he is a big cricket fan. Yeah, definitely Padre on that one.
But David does play golf, cricket.
David does play cricket. I never go and watch him because I just don't have that amount of time on a Saturday. You know, Joss Butler and Joe Root I've got time for, but David, no. Okay, so let's pop that just sticking out of the card frame, just on there. And then where's our sentiment gone? We had a little perfect "You're my number one," but I think I've buried it. But not to worry. Let's okay, right, let's not worry. Let's stick some black gemstones on, and we can always actually, you know, die cut a sentiment or anything like that. I'm definitely going to finish that off in a second. I'm probably going to find it in... No, it's not appearing. Okay, let's...
What is it?
My little sentiment. I had a little...
saw that before.
I know, I had my little "You're my number one." It was in red. It was perfect.
It's not underneath that piece of white...
Oh, it's here, it's here.
You got it?
Got it.
Hiding?
It looks like a piece of tape backing. I always do this. So let's stick that on. We're going to stick that on with some foam pads. And again, we don't want to be coming onto this acetate because we're just going to have to hide it. So let's not put some acetate on. Let's not put it on the acetate. Let's just tuck it over this little book. So if we put it around kind of there, perfect. We'll just go here over where that like pavilion image is. And then shall we pop it on a card base?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm sure we've got another 5x7 in here. Here we go. Perfect. And then we don't have to worry about the back at all. And then we've got one more section of the show for acetate techniques.
How exciting.
I know. I think I might go in with the little books again. We'll use a different one than sport, because not everyone's a huge fan of the sport, but we'll go in with a different one, I think. We've got so many to choose from anyway. Okay, perfect. So that is our crazy cricket card with our colouring from our acetate.
Love that. Such another really cool technique on how you can do completely different things there. Okay, to remind you, if you haven't already heard, we have a brand new club membership. It is our Hunky Dory Diamond Club, and it is £19.99 to join. Included in that £19.99 is a host of things, including an incredible kit, which we have here for you, but I don't think you can see it right now. An incredible kit worth £19.99. Have I got one down here, Gemma? Let's just show you this bit. This gorgeous kit, because the cameras have just all been moved around to get ready for tomorrow. We've got a big show. I'm not sure if you're aware. We've got quite a big launch tomorrow. This beautiful kit is going to be included with that. Then you also get reward points, which if you are a member of the club, you're going to get double reward points instead of the usual single reward points. We're going to give you priority dispatch on all of your orders with us here. They're going to go out first. And then we have amazing things like diamond deals. It's a section on our website. Everyone can view it, but only our diamond members get to see the absolutely awesome prices. And we have a few of them running every single month, and this month is no exception. We've got some incredible things on there. The first one being our popper topper pad. This one is our ladies' choice. It's now £5.99 in here, and this is incredible as well. So there's 45 pages in here, but you get 15 different toppers, and you get 3 of each. So we were saying when we did the show on Friday last week that these cards, you could make 3 cards out of that one sheet.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And you could make that card 3 times, sell them all. You've already made your money back.
Oh, definitely.
Just from one topper. It's absolutely incredible. So if you're a diamond member, you've not had a look on those diamond deals yet, go over to the website because you can see them. We've got a host of things on there. We've got dies as well. These dies are incredible. These are our bags and boxes dies. This one makes the beautiful terranium. This one's now £12.49. And then we also have the incredible little lantern, which we said would be perfect for little favour boxes. Yep. £12.99. And then this is the deal of the month, I feel, because our cutest celebration decollage collection, you get so much in here. There's 24 sets of decollage, 24 that you can make up. It's only £18.99.
It's amazing. I've just seen the thing. 72 sheets.
Exactly.
Wow.
You can make, if you're just going to make your decollage up, put your elements on your base layers and then fold your cardstock up, you're going to make 24 cards already. You sell them for £1 each, which, let's be honest, no one sells the decollage cards for that cheap.
Worth way more than £1.
Way more than £1. But if you do sell them for £1, you're already making your money back and more. You can make so much more than this though, because I always cut into these, use them totally differently. You can layer up your elements onto your card blanks, which means you've got your base layers free for another card. There's so much opportunity for crafting in this, and I cannot believe it's that price. So if you aren't a member of the club yet and you want these incredible prices, then all you have to do is join our Club Hunky Dory Diamond membership. You can type that into the search bar on the website. It will come up for you, and all you have to do is buy that, and you will get the amazing points that we've just read out to you, including that free kit that will be sent to you and you can be crafting with as soon as possible. Okay, let's get back to it, because we've got one last chance to see some incredible demonstrations. What are we looking at now, Becca?
We certainly are. Okay, we're going to look at that kit that you've just shown us.
Oh, I love it.
I was going to try and squeeze this into the sort of fun fold section. We kind of didn't get time, and we wanted to move on, but I can't not make this, so we'll try and squeeze it in.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to make an acetate easel card.
Oh, my favourite.
Super pretty. And I just thought, because I've kind of got everything ready, I've done all my mats and layers, I just couldn't not bring this in.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. It should be a nice and quick one to make.
And a perfect card to make with your heavyweight acetate as well, because it has that strength to be able to hold whatever you're going to pop on top of it
100%.
In that way.
100%. Okay, so we've got a 6x6 card base, we've opened it out for our easel, and then we've cut our acetate to 7x6. I'm just going to move these out of the way so that I can score. Okay, so pop that on there. Here we go. So that's lining up at 7. I can definitely see how copier paper would come in really handy for this technique. So on the scoreboard, and then we'll score at 6. Nice good crease again, couple of times, fold it over and then burnish. Perfect. Right, so we're going to do, again, we're going to do the acetate first, hide later. So we're going to stick this onto the front, that's going to be our easel. So let's squeeze some red tape in at the top. We've got our double-sided tape ready to go for the card blank itself. But we're just going to put the acetate on first of all. So red tape, acetate down. We've got a nice 1-inch piece here. So that's really nice and forgiving to butt that up. So perfect. Again, just sort of like manoeuvring it round, making sure it stands up nicely. And then we're going to pop this on with some foam pads. Now we are going to see those, so we're going to cover that up. So let's bring in some nice kind of large squares, rectangle-y ones. We've left all the frames in, just again, so it's a bit more easy, so that I don't have to cut an aperture out or anything like that. But you absolutely can do. I'm pretty sure this shape's one of our nesting dies though.
Yes, it is.
So I think it's either vintage label or ornate label, something like that. So you could just use dies if you want to kind of cheat and hide your workings that way. So I'm just going to squidge that on there. Nice and straight. That really jaunty, funky angle's throwing me off though. Yeah, that looks straight. It's beautiful, but I'm like, oh my goodness.
When I was making cards with this, I was like, oh my, someone's cut this wrong.
We did, I know we did. So all I've done is got some topper weight hunky-dory at home, and I've just drawn around that. Again, you can die cut it if you want to. So we're going to hide the workings by just adding some tape onto that.
It's such a good way to sort of get a professional finish. I do it all the time, just draw around it. It's so easy and quick to do.
Oh, definitely.
Get it cut out with your scissors or your craft knives, and then stick it on the back, and it just makes it look so much more professional. Oh,
100%. I mean, like, we've just, how much better does the top look from the bottom? We're not seeing those big ugly square foam pads. We're going to stick it on there and it's perfect. And because we've gone a little bit shorter, we draw around it, and then if you draw on like the sort of around your pencil lines rather than outside it, it cuts it that bit smaller for you. So again, it's kind of a bit more
easy to hide.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, we're going to go in with this strip. This will be much easier to hide because it is just a strip. So let's put some skinny tape on there. Just going to have to go a little bit thinner with our tape because it's not a huge border. So we'll go in with this one. Just put some on, a nice kind of length. And then we'll just pop that across the card, and then we can build our easel and do our last card as well if we should have time for that. We've got time. Perfect. So let's line that up there. And then just pop that across. Perfect.
There's still time as well to win that fantastic supersized guillotine as part of our Win It Weekly this week. We're giving away two lucky winners. All you have to do is like, share and comment on this video with what was tinsel originally made from. Was it A, rubber, B, silver, or C, paper? Let us know for your chance to win, and the winners will be announced on Friday's show, so make sure you're watching for a chance to win.
Absolutely, I can't wait to, if you're the winner of that, you're just going to get that great big parcel in the post. It's going to be amazing.
It'll make your day.
I know. So again, let's just cover up this strip here. I'm just going to go over where my tape is and just add that onto there. I've got a little bit of overhang, so I'll just snip that off as well. And then that is our workings all covered. So let's get this onto our card now. So we're going to go in with our base piece. That's going to go on the bottom.
I wonder how many people are going to be adding acetate, or how many people have bought acetate with collections because it's so beautiful and it's still hanging around, that are going to be trying out some of these incredible techniques today, because it's such a fun thing to do.
Yeah, it really is. And I'm so glad we've been able to sort of do a nice mixture. Like, we've squeezed loads in, but we've still made some cards as well, like some start to finish projects. And I think that does really is really, really nice because you can see how it's going to all sort of come together and bring it all to life. So again, let's just give our little bottom a nice, good crease. Oh, that's hanging perfectly.
Love this.
So we're just going to want to stop it a little bit shorter than there because we really want that flowery image. And we'll put on, let's put some sentiments on. Okay, so go in with some foam pads again. It doesn't really matter on the bottom because there's no acetate to hide. I'm going to go in with these sort of little round ones. And we're going to try, I'm running out of these actually because I love them so much. I'm going to try and squeeze 2 on just so they sit really nice and proud. There we go. And we're going to add this dragonfly one. And I mean, this kit is just so beautiful.
It's stunning, isn't it?
I can't, yeah, this is the first chance I've had to play with this. So I'm so glad that you let me squeeze this demo in. Okay, perfect. Let's just move that one a little bit down. There we go. There we go. And then we'll pop that one on the acetate too. And, oh, we've just got one more little round one left. And we'll pop that right in the middle because we can hide that on that border. So we'll go down a little bit further. Love you always.
How sweet.
Oh, it is so sweet, isn't it? Pink and pretty and girly. So that's our acetate easel card there. All the workings nicely hidden. And then it just pops up to make that beautiful easel.
It's such a lovely card, and as well, anyone thinking, how am I going to post this? You can sort of like Z fold it back down together and fit it into a 6x6, which works so well together.
100%.
What are we doing next?
We're going to move straight on, and the final one we're going to do is our shaker card.
Yay! I'm so happy we're fitting this in.
Yes, I thought that. I was like, we can't not squeeze a little shaker card in. Okay, so what I've done is I've took 2 dies, placed them together to make a frame. You can use your toppers, for example, if they've got frames in. So for example, this one, you could just pop that out, pop your middle frame out. Oh, let me see, the pips are really misbehaving now that I want to just quickly show you. And that's your frame there, and you could just stick that acetate on there and have that. But yes, we're going to go in with this one that I've done ahead of time, this beautiful gold mirror one. And let's get this all sorted. Oh, I've got some tape that's already open. No, of course I don't. So again, I'm going to use my red tape for this just because it's just a thin frame, and again, I just really want that hold and that stability. So I'm going to move my acetate and my cardstock out of the way just so that this tape just doesn't catch to anything. And I'm just going to go kind of round my frame. So just go in just around these sides with my thin tape.
Isn't it good that all of the tapes fit so well on here?
I know, they're just made for each other, aren't they? There's just not been, I've not struggled for adhesive at all. I found the right one for every single element of my project today, which is just goes to show what a massive range we have. Okay, so let's get all of this tape off and then pop it onto our acetate. Oh. Oh. And then last piece. Okay. So nice and tight to the corner. I'm going to get, oh, hang on, let me just tuck this little overhang in. There we go. So I'm just going to kind of lay it nice and tight. So I've got room to cut round it, but again, not being super wasteful. So just, obviously this is a perfect shape because it's a rectangle, so it's lovely to cut.
Super easy.
Yeah, definitely pick the right one to finish this card nice and quickly. And then that last side there as well. Perfect. And then I've kind of brought this image in.
I like that one.
I do. We're going to have to like snip a little bit off because it's just slightly bigger. I think they go with our rectangle, our normal rectangle dies, and I've brought in our stitched ones.
Stitch edge.
But it's fine. Absolutely fine. Yeah, we want that really nice funky edge. So, right, let's go with this. So what we're going to do next is we're going to, this is from our Memorable Moments little book. It is buy one get one free like all the other little books. And it's just one that I just come to time and time again for classic, versatile imagery. Now what we want to do is get these foam pads, and we want every single inch of this frame to be covered.
Yeah.
We don't want any holes or gaps. Like normally if you were just sticking this onto a card, if you've got a little gap, it's not a problem, you know, as long as you've got the coverage on most of it. But on shakers, you need every single piece. So I'm just going in with our sort of skinny strips, bending them around the corners, just so again, there's no kind of holes, and then going right to the edge, meeting that other foam pad, and then snipping off that overhang. I'm just going to put that on my box for later. And then we're going to stick that down, but first of all, we want some shaky elements.
We do.
We certainly do. So let's go in with the green and let's go in with the gold. These are our sweet little jars here. And yeah, we'll make the shaker and then we'll make the cards. So going in with my anti-static bag, which you will definitely need if you're making shaker cards. Giving it a really nice go over with the anti-static bag, especially because we've been handling red tape, which I just think picks up static for fun. And then again, going in over my acetate as well, just to give it the really, really best chance that nothing will stick. And that all our elements will move around nice and free. So just gonna, like I say, I know I've got a little bit of overhang, so I kind of want to concentrate these in the middle. And again, you can go absolutely crazy and add loads, or just add a little few for a little bit of sparkle. I tend to go with the technique that whatever lands out, I'll go with. Perfect. Okay, and then let's get the backing off our foam pads and stick this frame down, and then we can just put it on a card. Okay. So going in at the corners and then just sticking it down there. Sort of running my fingers around all the sides so that it gets to it. And then that is our amazing little shaker card.
I love that.
I do too.
They're so quick and easy to make, but they're so effective, especially for birthday cards or surprise cards.
Oh, 100%.
Really, really fun.
They really, really are. And they're just perfect for, like, you know, really, like you say, special cards. So I've just trimmed that overhang now. So we've got that little frame in there. And then let's just simply make this up. So I'm just going to get a piece of gold mirror, she says. Here we go. Right, okay, so again, I just think we'll make our favourite size, 5x7, and get this card finished off. Like I say, so glad we squeezed this one in. Okay, and then I think I'll bring all my projects in at the end and we can compare them.
Have a look at all of them.
So 5x7 mirror mat. I think this paper's just the duo design, the
yes, it is.
new
That's
one.
Super fun one.
So
the dots and stripes, the doodle dots.
Absolutely, it's an absolute fave of mine. I just love how cute and fun it is. I know, me and Anne-Marie did the show for this and she went, is this your favourite? I think this is going to be your favourite. Yes, yes, love anything
but even
cute
the
and
stripes
fun.
are so amazing that it would work with the stripes as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah, do you know, I think I'm going to go with the stripes. I feel like it just because it's colour on white, it looks a little bit brighter, doesn't it? So we'll go with that one. Again, get my double-sided tape. Yeah, I think we'll go with the stripes. They're so, so fun. And it just brings, like, the colours reverse, so you've got that bright colour rather than the white in the back. Okay, pop that on there.
Shelley says, I've just been inspired for a wedding anniversary card. A picture from their wedding day and the shaker elements to look like confetti. How incredible would that look?
What an amazing idea. Yeah.
So many people waiting for their orders to be shipped as well. Just to let you know, anyone who was super excited by the incredible deals and the back in stock things that we brought to you on Friday, there was a little bit of a hiccup. It was said it was going to be Monday. We came in this morning and there was boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff.
It was crazy.
piled up so high in the car park. So they have all arrived. All of that glue is here. The craft knives are back. The Premier craft tools. Everything that's been out of stock is officially back. So any of those orders you've been waiting for, they should go out to you today. So make sure you're keeping your eyes peeled for those deliveries over the next couple of days, because everything is back.
It certainly is, and we're so excited. I think we need to top up our own stash now.
I know.
Okay, so let's go with...
because everyone else was robbing them, weren't they, to put them in parcels?
I know, which was fine. Obviously, we want that. We would rather you guys get it, but our stash is definitely looking a little bit light. So let's see if we've got a nice kind of green one here, or we could use this sort of beige.
Peachy. That would work with the background, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it certainly would. So let's go with Happy New Home.
Oh, cute.
It would be cute.
It works perfectly for that as well.
Yeah, let's just put it in there, and then we'll go with that. Okay, so I've got a little square just here.
Blair says I'm going to be trying a lot of these. It's been a great show today. I have loved it.
Amazing.
We are glad.
Thank you, Blair. Okay, and then again, let's get that popped on a card.
And Joanne on YouTube says it's been excellent. I can't wait to watch again later.
Oh, thank you. I feel like I've absolutely crafted my head off today.
I know, you've got loads in.
It's been amazing though. Like I say, just showing off that technique of how to use acetate. It's just, I love acetate. I'm really glad we decided to do this show. It's been an absolute joy to demo these. So we'll get this one propped up, and then we'll bring in, I'm just going to clear up a little bit of my mess. I've made a huge mess making so many cards, but we'll bring everything in. So let's show you our shaker one first. So this is our fabulous shaker with the little book, Happy New Home, with those beautiful plants. What else have we got here? We've got our watercolour garden easel. We've got another one with that beautiful watercolour collection as well, with the bowed front.
I love that one.
What else? Oh my goodness, we're still going. I've had 5 this morning. We've got this one, again, same technique, but on a smaller card, again with that watercolour card. And then my favourite, my crazy cricket card, using that colouring.
And then not to forget all the other ones you did earlier on with the different cutouts.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely loads. It's been a fantastic day, filled with so much inspiration and knowledge, and I can't wait to see all of the things that you make with your acetate, and send us your pictures in so we can have a little nosy. We love to see what you've been up to. But that is it from us today. We've got lots to do in the office, so we're going to have a cup of tea and get straight back to it.
We are.
Remember, if you didn't manage to catch Anne-Marie this morning at 6 AM, because let's be honest, who wants to be up that early by choice, then make sure you're watching, because at 1, 3 and 5 she's going to be there again with 2 more looks at the Blockbuster, and then a special Christmas core show. So for all of your essential items that you're going to need for your Blockbuster, make sure you tuned in for that. And then make sure you are here tomorrow, because a man in a big red suit is showing up. So you do not want to miss what we have for you. Have a lovely rest of your day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.